Okay. I hear pitter patter of my baby girl. Tia is coming in my room because the puppy's locked up. Hi, baby girl. All right. We are live. Okay. So, yesterday we worked on making this humongous album. Hi, Clint. So this album is huge. Now, I have decided that I am going to be making a hidden spine because all my pages are going to be pocket pages. And yesterday I measured out here, so only 7 pages is going to fit into this 6-inch spine. So I will show you what I did with this once I get my box and everything completed. I will show you the spine of my book. For now, I'm going to continue working on my box and my lid. So my lid, I cut out a square. I measured 2 inches all the way around, and then I cut it out with my cutter, and then I filed it with a nail file so I don't have any bits of board, you know, showing up on these edges because the book is in the blacks. So that is the lid. This is the bottom of the box. So again, I am going to do a drop side so that the book can just slide in very easily. I just find that way more convenient. So without further ado, let's have some fun. Where is this? I need this tool. How are you, Clint? So I'm going to fold it both ways just to make it a little durable, I guess. Now, ripping this tape off is not going to be fun because it's all one piece. So I'm kind of glad it's split right there. Now, I don't really think I need that piece. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go on one side with the tape. Oh, I do need it. Okay. Well, all right then. We'll just peel it off like so and trim off the excess because I know there's going to be a little bit left over. That's not too shabby. My little girl sleeping in her bed. Oh, so nice to have my little Tia in here with me and not the brat. Now this is the fun part here, is getting this to be exactly standing up. So let me get this peeled. Probably went way too far in with that. Shoot. Lord. And I am going to put a tiny bit of glue in here. So it goes on the side. Okay. Just do that. No, let's not do that. I want it to be on here, standing up on this piece of chipboard. Like that. Okay, so I think I got it. So I've made room for the, there we go. Yes, that's what I wanted. So a little wee gap. No, I don't want it there. I want it on top of the chipboard. Damn. I don't want it to be bigger than my lid. I'm just going to put this one in because I think this one's going to help me. Really like how that scored it half the way. Probably why I always used glue. It's okay, Tias. It's all right. Don't panic. There to there. Whoops. Alright, so that is going to be my open and close flap. Perfect. That's good enough. Just want to make sure my lid fits. Hi Shirley, good morning. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure it fits by doing this. And I'm going to stick this on here on the edge. Yep. And I'm going to let this glue set a little bit so I don't have to fight with this. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it, on the chipboard. Here we go. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Alright, let that set. Grab another strip. Oh, damn. Alright, well, you know what? It's okay like that. There. And I'm just going to pick it up and fold it over, because that's how that is going to be on top. Nope. Moved. That will be on top. Oh my God, why is this giving me such a hard freaking time? Jesus. Oh, I ripped my thing. I should have put glue. I'm just gonna do that. Screw it. I'll just glue it. I need this to stand on top of the box. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time on top of this. Tia, what are you so restless about, little one? Hey? This will all be hidden under paper, so I'm not even worried about it. Put this piece back in there too. Now, is that standing up? Oh, you piece of shit. It is not. Jeez, I don't want this to be bigger. Why is this giving me such a hard time? The other one didn't do this. Should have waited for that glue to dry. Probably what I should have done. Definitely gonna put glue on this. This is giving me a hard time. It's not doing what I want it to do. Well, maybe it'll work. I don't know. I'm not worried about that. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now, are these going to fit in here perfectly? Nope. Trim off a wee bit. Tia, why are you so restless, little girl? Hmm? Let me try this. See if I can do it. And let it dry this time. Right, I just want it right on the edge of the chipboard, so the box lid will fit perfectly. I have a feeling it's not going to stay. There. There. All right, I'll just hold it for a minute. Let the glue dry. All right, grabbing a strip. Of course it's going to fall. I'm not going to have any luck with this. And that's what you call a lot of glue. But I have no choice in the matter. Now, stand this back up on the board. Are you gonna work? Yes. Even with all that glue? Yes, all right. little bit concerned. This is a wee bit bigger than this side. And this one isn't even. There we go. Good. All right. Last piece. I am going to cut this down this time because it's harder. Okay. Oh, why are you bigger? Because you can be? Alright. Off with a little bit of this. Let's see if that's going to fit in there. Yes. Okay. It has to go this way, goof. I have glue all over my fingers already. So that's good there. That matches up. That matches up. And that matches up. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to get these reinforced on the inside. That's reinforced. Those are all done on there. Just going to make sure I write lid just so I know that that one I don't tie it down. Just this one to do. I might as well trim this right now. I'll probably trim it too short, but I don't care. It's fine. Check this out a little bit. Is that too long? I will never understand how that happened. There we go. Wow. You'd never know I just washed my hands. Okay, now for the sides. Why is there a gap there? Well, good thing. Okay, so these are extra pieces which I could use for the lid. Okay, so there's 4 bigger ones and 4 smaller ones. These are for the outside. Oh, I didn't need 4, but oh well. Wow, whose idea was this to make this big album? one corner done. I need a drink of coffee. Oh, it's perfect too. I warmed it up. Get a long one. Clint, are you being funny? You're pretty funny for early morning. This one here, it's got a bit of a gap in it, so we will fix that gap on the inside. Okay. Saturate this in glue because it's really hard to get these in the corners. At least with the glue, it gives me time to push it in the corner. Perfect. Ta-da! Lots of glue there, but I'm okay with that. Now, test of time. It's quite a bit big, but it's got room to put all the decorations in. That makes me happy. So, the box is good. I'll be covering this with all black paper, the top, but I'm not going to use the hinges. So, this part is almost complete. So we will cover all of this, and this, and this, and this, all with black paper before we decorate it. So it's a mess on the bottom, but you won't see all that anyway, you know, so I'm okay with that. It's all gonna get covered. So I'm pleased with the box. Now onto the lid. Making the lid fit now. Okay. Now, you can see, and I want to cover all of this with black paper too. So I'm going to put my first piece on. I'm going to butt this right up. First, let's take this off. It helps. It will help. So, now, is it better this way or that way? Yep, better this way. Okay. So, trim off this extra paper. Okay, so I'm going to do them all like that, just because it'll be easier. Might have to trim there, that's okay. And we will butt this up where I need it. So it's going to fold up easy. Okay. And that's a wee bit longer on this side. So I trim off a little wee bit. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. And I'm going to trim this tape off right now because it'll make my life a lot easier. And now we will butt you up. Perfect. Is this a bit too long too? Teeny hair. Just a teeny hair. Thing is you want all your ends to match. That's why I'm trimming all this off. Wee bit too long, right? Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. There we go. And are you perfect match? Nope. We did take a wee tiny hair off this too. Okay. Whew. All this crap off of my scissors. And that's how that's gonna go. Perfect mundo. So I said I could use these pieces. They all got to be 3 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3 inches. These little pieces for now. Save those because I might need them for... Oh no, I do have exactly 4 left. Perfect. Never mind. These are extras too. It's always good to have extra. Should put my lid on. I just love all this glue on me. I just washed my friggin' hands too. They're covered in glue. I knew that was going to be a bit too long. That's okay. Perfect. These are flying all over the place. These little bits. And they're sticking to my fingers now. Okay. I don't know. There's 15 people watching. Don't know where everybody is, Shirley. Maybe they're just not talkative too early in the morning for some people. Alright. Now the test of time to see if this lid fits. I don't even want to try it. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Well, come here, box. Geez, you would think I was making a birthday cake. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's perfect because I got to put... It's going to get tighter when all the fancy paper is all in here. Oh my gosh. It's good. It's perfect. Because I got to put designer paper everywhere. And that's going to make it a little thicker. So as long as the box houses my album, I don't care. That's a big album. It's probably going to be very expensive for someone to buy. So I have a lot of plans for it. Come off. No, can't have crookedness. Sorry. Just can't do it. I need these tiny scissors so I can get in there. There we go. I gotta wipe them off now. Look at glue on them. Just like these ones. Covered in glue. Probably should get a baby wipe. Before I do this, I'm going to stick it in there. Trim off that little wee bit. Because I don't want glue on my scissors anymore. Good. Hey, Kathy Lynn. Good morning. So this basically is reinforcing this box lid. Putting these extra pieces on both sides. Like a lot of people that build boxes don't do the double hinges. Hey Mary, good morning. I do. I have to do the double hinges because I'm always scared these boxes are going to fall apart if you don't. Good morning, Red Jewel. Oh, I forgot to cut this one, right? Yep. Do it right now. Where the glue squishes to the top of it. Okay. Okay, I've got one more corner to do, and then I got to do the bottom here, or top, I mean. Cut that piece off. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. So, don't worry about that glue, because this glue dries clear, and who's going to look at that glue? Nobody. Nobody's going to say, hey, Rubes, look, you got glue. I can see dry glued in your box. I'll be like, yeah, you see it because I told you it was there. All right, I really seriously need to get some of this glue off my hands. That was a nightmare. Disgusting mess. Let's just get, and thank God this glue just wipes right off. But you see, I just don't want any of this getting on my colored papers. It's always good to have clean, tidy hands. And besides, this really bugs me when my hands are yucky. I don't know about you, but sure bugs me. Alright, so I just have to put the reinforcements on top. And then we're going to have reinforcements, not reinforcements, but I am going to put paper here because I don't like I just don't like how that looks. Especially when there's kind of like a core of brown in the middle. The core of the chipboard looks brown. I mean, it probably is black, but it looks brown to me, so we're going to fix that up. Now, I need to see how long this has to be. I'm just going to take a little hair off. Just a little teeny tiny hair. Yeah. Little teeny tiny hair. There we go. Go. Now, this really reinforces it. I don't know. It really does it for me. Yes, makes it way stronger. But, I mean, that option is, like, this box won't fall apart. And I'm probably going to finish around the edges here, too. I just want to do a really good job on this and call it beautiful for a reason. Let me see. Don't really need to take anything off this. That's wonderful. You're not getting out, whiny pants. She is chewing electrical cords. We had to wrap all the cords that we could not hide in the house with a towel and tape till the puppy protector things come in for our cords. She chewed my computer cord. She chewed the fan cord. She chewed my sister's Himalayan lamp cord right off. The other one she chewed through to the wires. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Tracy. I do not know how she did not get zapped that day. The fan was running and she chewed the cord and it still works. So we black taped it because there's exposed wire now. I do not know. But anyway, we had to cover every single thing that's exposed that she can get in. She's not even allowed in my craft room because I can't hide all my cords in here. There's too many cords for everything. The printer, the sewing machine, extension cords, surge bars, all the little doodads that I have to plug in. Like, there's just no way in hell can I hide all the cords in here like I can in the living room. But the fan cord runs across the floor. My computer cord hangs down. So I can't even camouflage my... I tried wrapping tinfoil on it. She chewed through the tinfoil yesterday. So she wanted to get at the... She chewed my cord on my computer. I mean, she broke some of the coating on it. But my computer's still charging, so... So I went on Amazon and ordered these puppy protector things. They're called puppy protector cords. They're really thick plastic that they will never be able to bite through them. They're made of that kind of material that they can't chew through. So God only knows when those will get here. So I wrapped them in towels and tape. So now there's a big towel wrapped around all of my cords. Looks kind of ridiculous, but I mean, I have to protect that dog. She's just not understanding that you can't be chewing cords. I don't even know how she didn't. Well, Jeff was sitting on the couch. She was sitting below me chewing the fan cord. And I could hear her kind of whining. Jeff heard her whining, but none of us paid any mind to it because we thought she was playing. But she was getting zapped. Is why she was whining, because she was chewing and all those gold, little tiny gold wires were all exposed and she's chewing on them. Oh my God, me and Jeff just like freaked right out. So we kept a close eye on her anyway to make sure, she wasn't electrocuted, and we just weren't aware of it because puppies can get electrocuted and you don't even know they're electrocuted, and then they just get sick and die. So we watched her very closely. She's going to give me a heart attack, that dumb dog. She's into everything. She chewed all the molding in my room in the corner here, and then she went to the front door and chewed the molding on the bottom of the front door there. Chewed all the molding off. I'm like, are you serious, dog? If I don't have my eyes on her 24/7, she's into something. And she's into something she shouldn't be into. She's got a ton of chew toys. It comes with the part of being a puppy. And I mean, I know she's teething, but holy man, I'm not going to let her die while she's teething. We just love this puppy. She's so precious, and I think eventually Tia might take a liking to her. Tia doesn't seem to be bothered so much with her anymore. She just lets her crawl on her. The puppy walks over her, walks under her. She doesn't growl at her or bite her anymore. So I don't think she really cares. But the cords, why? Why cords? But that's puppies for you. They just love cords. Okay, so there is my completely reinforced lid. I think that looks really awesome with my really nice big box. And I really think it's all going to come together. It's going to fit really good. What did I do? Oh, missed. Wow. Look. That's a big box. It looks like a cake box. Anybody want a cake? But it does look like a cake box. So So let's put our album in just to see. Whoops. I hit my camera. Dang it. Sorry. I don't know if that's okay or not. So I got lots of room to decorate and not have anything get damaged. So when this is filled, look at how nice. And that picture frame in there it's going to be. So the box is a nice fit. Yep. You need big hands to get on that. Okay, so the finishing touches I will do on this later on when I just wanted to get the stuff built up. Come on. I wanted to get it built just to make sure everything's going to fit good. So I'm pleased with this box. I really am. It turned out good. Really good. Really, really good. What's the matter, Tia? Hey? You went outside? Outside, my little girl? Hey? Do you feel like you're being tormented and all the time, my little love? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put her out. Sorry. And then I'm gonna show you how I done this. This is what you call an invisible spine. I forget the lady that created it. Oh, and I made myself with those stupid little blocks that I'll never be able to use. I made myself a little thing to rip my score tape with. I made this, and this is glued on. So I thought that was really cute to have sitting right there, so I can't lose it. No excuse, no excuse. All right. I'm gonna go let my little girl out, because I really think she needs to go. Get this glue off these scissors, because as soon as I close them, they're gonna stick together. These are titanium. Nothing should stick to those. And then we'll show you how we do this little invisible spine that's going to fit nicely. It does have Tyvek on the back, because don't forget, when this is in the book and the pages are moving back and forth, you need that Tyvek. You really need the Tyvek to support your pages, because you know my pages are going to be very small. Not. Okay, I'm going. Come on, baby. Come on, little girl. Come on. Come on. Okay, so with this piece here, 12-inch sheet wasn't long enough. I had to make this, I had to add a piece of black, a little piece of cardstock. So it's 12¼ inches long, this piece. 12 inches wasn't enough. So I just overlapped it on here, right here. And then I hacked that part off. So, because I wanted it to be right, I didn't want it to be in any of my score marks. So what I did with this is I scored it at 3/4 inch. Then I scored it a 1/2 inch, another 1/2 inch, another 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4. So you do 2 1/2 inches and a 3/4 inch in order to get this 6-inch spine. So now to make this spine, we're going to use score tape, and we're going to close up all of these pages. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to stay away from my score lines. So this tape here honestly fits perfectly. Do you like my little thing? Tape ripper? I love it. It's cute. It's so cute to have on the desk. And we're going to close these to make our invisible. And every single one of my pages, so all 7 of them, will have pockets. There'll be a pocket page on these. So I need 14 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock in order to make my pages. And I'm using 65-pound cardstock, so nothing wrong with that. The thinner the better, because of all of the designer paper that goes on it, the decorative paper. And this decorative paper from Prima is very, very thick. It's very good quality. The GSM in it is very, very high. So it is really super good quality paper. And I like it because when you fold it, it doesn't split. Just like this cardstock, this black cardstock I'm using, it does not split on the folds. I love that. So I love this cardstock. I won't buy Michael's. I forget the brand. I'll show you because I have another package behind me up on the shelf. So anyway, I love my little doodad here. I think it's super cute. Okay, so you want to score tape on the 1/2 inch, on only one of the 1/2 inch marks. Okay, so we'll get that folded. Peel the score tape here, and now we will turn this into a 6-inch piece by making this invisible design, or invisible spine, kind of like. All right, so there is one. This is 10 inches. Yep, I went an inch shorter than the actual album. So this is 10 inches, and my pages will be 10 inches. So fold that. Give it a good burnish. Give that one a good burnish. And that. So we determined yesterday that this will only hold, the 6-inch spine will only hold 7 pages, which is fine. That's 16 pages I'll be making, and I got a lot of great ideas for them, and I'm excited about that. Also, the plastic that I'll be putting on all the pages will not go in between these here. I'm actually going to be attaching the plastic to the pocket, inside of the pocket. So it's going to be stuck right to the page. So I don't have to worry about it being ripped off in here. And I'm going to put design paper in here, in between the pages, so it looks really, really nice. so you don't have to look at black, boring black. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So this should be a 6-inch piece, maybe a little shorter, because I did trim the edges off, because I don't want my edges to touch where my book folds, where my mini album folds. And this is very thick with the Tyvek in it, so it's very durable, very safe. If you don't put the Tyvek all the way on all the paper, you're going to run into your pages breaking off. So just keep that in mind. Put it on the whole sheet. So now this should be my 6-inch piece, and it is exactly, well, it's a little under 6 inches, but like I said, I trimmed this 3/4 mark off so I can center it in my middle of my book. So that's how this is going to work. The pages are going to fold that way, and the pages are going to fold that way as well. And this is not going to rip off because my pages will be probably too heavy. So that's that. Very simple, very easy spine. Now, what I'm going to do is score tape the back of this and attach it to the spine of my book. But I am not attaching any of my pages until I am done them all. So that's just how that's going to go. So you want to score tape the whole thing, and it just had to adhere there, so oh well. Knife, where are you? I need my knife. So right there, I'm going to overlap it with some score tape, and I'm going to put this 2-inch on. Even though it's going to be too big, I'm okay with that. As long as it's on the edge, every piece of this is covered in score tape. So it overlapped a little bit, and I'm okay with that. Alright, we're good with these. This fell down. Of course it did. Give it a good burnish, because this is your spine. Now I'm going to run another piece of, I'm just going to use this. I'm going to bring this one up a little bit, just to make it easier for me. Fold it back a bit. And now I can run this right along the edge very securely. Nothing gets missed, especially your edges. There we go. Same with this. I'm going to peel this back. Peel this back a little bit so it adheres. And now I'm going to peel this because it's going to be hard to get off. There we go. All right. Now we're good. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Okay. gone in here. So this is going to go in here. So you see, I'm keeping away from the edge here. So I'm still going to line it up here. So I'm going to come in. I'm just going to mark. Actually, I'm going to use my other ruler because this is see-through. I'm going to mark a 1/2 inch on the bottom here. And I'm going to come up a 1/2 inch. And then I could center my spine. So there's a 1/2 inch there. So we're going to mark it right, we're going to go right on that line. Move it over. See, I've got my lines right here from yesterday, and I'm going to erase them after. And there should be a 1/2 inch up here. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. We're good. And I've got a little bit of score tape here, so you do want to cut that off. You do not want that to interfere with your paper, your DSPs, anything. And this part here doesn't matter because it's all going to get hidden anyway. So, done. Took that off. All right. So we are good to go. Peel this off. Peel this off. Now I'm just going to stick a wee bit of glue on the bottom till I can get it lined up. And once it's lined up, then I'll press it all down. And it's straight. I think I'll go up on the sides too, just to be on the safe side. Just in case it wants to be a dick. So I'm going to line it up there, line it up there. So it's straight. Looks pretty darn good. Give it a good burnish. There. And I think I might wipe some of this glue off just because I don't want it to show either. And I'm going to erase my pencil lines from yesterday because they matched right up with my pages. These pencil lines did. So it just made it real easy for me to match it all up. Going to keep burnishing this really good to get any air bubbles out. Because I can't explain it too much right now, Tracy, but when I start attaching my pages, you won't see any of the spine. So it's kind of invisible. It's hard to explain until I show you. I'm a lot better at showing than I am trying to explain things because, you know, that doesn't work very well with me. But there's our spine ready for our nice, beautiful pocket pages. So this is just going to be, and so much easier. Oh my gosh. My pages will be able to line up. I may have to nick down the corners a little bit, which I probably should have done that. Oh, Jesus. So I am going to do that right now. I'm just going to angle them a little bit because it makes it easier to get my pages on if you angle them a little. But the pages go on straighter. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I got to get my undo. No, that's not going to happen like this. Now, this is a lot easier. Actually, I'm going to put the score tape on these too and get them all ready for when I do attach all the pages. All right, what did I do here? That's really thick right there. There we go. Ooh, score tape all over these. Perfect. Anyway, I'll put the score tape on them, and then my life will be really easier. Yep. So, you got to put score tape on both sides. So, yeah. Can I do that? Sure, why not? All right, let's get our score tape on these. So this is what's going to hold. I don't want to press too hard on that thing. So I can't even see here where my angle is. So I'll just, oh jeez. I was gonna just guess, but that glue's not dried yet. I'm gonna fix that, baby. That's good enough. It's really hard to do it from this angle. I should have done this before I put it in the book. Probably would have been a lot easier on a flat surface. And I did it again. I'm ripping the wrong way because I'm upside down. Jesus. Take a new piece. Put it on here. Screw that down. Yeah, I should have put the tape on first. This was a nightmare. It's not working because I can't do it this direction. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to do this on every corner. Get off. I need to drink a coffee. Jeez. I want to get off. If you're doing this, put this on before you stick it in. That was just dumb. Working overtime. Oh my Lord. Get back in there. This is not going good. I think I'm just gonna cut that. Even that's awkward. I'm just at an awkward position. That's why I can't do anything. So now let's try this little rat. There we go. I'm not pissing around with these anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It's going to cut them off because it's making too much mess on my corners, my ends. It's a lot easier to trim them than it is to have to keep fixing them. All right, one more. Oops. Now I'm just going to burnish these down, and then I'll trim them off. Alright, let's take our scissors and trim up this mess I made. So I got to make sure I use glue on that one, but I'm not going to stick a little piece on there. That's good. I have to put glue on them anyway because you can't just lay your pages on here without without some glue on these hinges here. So when I make the pocket pages, Tracy, I can show you what it does. Now this book is ready for pages. And I gotta get this glue off my scissors where it hardens. Take it off while it's fresh, because once glue, especially score tape, when it hardens. What is your most favorite scrapbooking tool? I don't have a favorite. This pokey tool, peeling those backings. Not really. I really don't have a favorite because I like a lot of things. Yeah. All right. Spine is ready to go. we are good. So let me put this and get this out of my way. Put this back up here. Yep, knock that down while I'm at it. Okay, so I'm going to do some cutting. I want to cut my pages. So we really don't need this right now. In fact, we don't need any of this right now. We just need to cut some pages. So my pages will be 10.5 by 10.5. So I need to cut 14 of them. So I hope I have. I'm gonna set my box over there. Move that on over a bit. Make myself some room here. Where are all of these pieces? Right there. Okay. So I need 14 sheets of black 12 by 12. I don't think I have 14 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I gotta get another package. So the cardstock I use that doesn't break is called, it's from Doris. It's premium cardstock. And it's 65 pound and there's 20 sheets. Okay, how many was that? 2, 4, 6. Jeez. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeez. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7. Doesn't want to come apart here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So there's my 14 sheets. Stick that up on there. Okay. Okay, so my pages need to be 10.5 by 10 inches. So I think I'll only cut a few at a time because this paper cutter, I'll only cut 2 at a time. This paper trimmer is a piece of shit. Garbage. So 10.5 by 10. All of them. Well, wait a minute. 10.5. That will give it. I'm thinking. Yeah. Wait. That was 10.5. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. By 10. I'm just gonna do it. What I originally was gonna do. I'm gonna do it that way. 10.5 by 10. Huh. Alright, let me see. Is this bigger? Yep. So there's those. Oh my God, this thing gives me, I'm not making it for anybody in particular right now, Tracy. 10.5, 10. I will try 3. Whoa. Yep, he is in here. I don't know how many's here, but this is the last of them, so I'm just going to cut them all at once. Even though this cutter's a piece of junk. Okie doke. There's all my, I'm keeping these because if I need to make some hinges, these strips here are 12 inches long and I don't have to waste a whole whack of paper for that. To get 12-inch strips. So that's a good thing to hold on to. Okay. Now, let's grab our scoreboard. And my score tool. And we're going to score these on the 10.5-inch side. So score it at the 10 mark. Always, always, always try to score. Line all your sheet up and score on this end. So your pages will all be exactly the same size. If you score over here, this might be a hair longer over there. So if you score over here, your pages will work out. They'll all match up. Who are you making? Ruby, did you look underneath? Underneath what? Underneath what, Mary? Your Fiskars. Yeah, I did. I don't know what it's the blade is not set in there properly. So when I'm cutting, it's cutting the plastic and it's rubbing into the metal and taking chunks out of the metal. It's because the blade is not perfect in there and it's defective and they need to fix it or send me a new one. Because I just bought that last year. And I only used it to trim paper. I don't like that corner. That lines up better. Okay, so there's all 14. Now, score tape time. And my little handy dandy little guy. I gotta move this elbow because I can't even get wrap my hands around the 6-inch spine. Look, I'll never be able to carry this like that. So let's put that there. Use that there. Got to do this to all 14 pages. And it's got score tape on it. Really? And that moved because the glue's not quite set. I love pocket pages because in every single one of the pockets I can make a nice big mat. Now you'll see why I have so much paper, because I need large pieces of paper and those little ones are not going to cut it. Oops, a little crooked there. Ooh, really went crooked there. Whoa. Went right over top of my score mark. You don't want to do that. Okay, now let's burnish this. Give this a bend. Yeah, I love this paper. I'm not sure what Michael's paper will be like, but they're 12 by 12 because that's what Jeff bought me. I'm just wondering if you score it, if it's going to split. I hate paper that does that. I shy away from it, especially Michael's paper. like those hot buy papers, if you were to do this, the whole thing across here would split. I'm not even joking. It's pretty paper and it's thick, but it's crappy core. Crappy GSM in it. This is good paper. I know, isn't it? It looks like hell, too. But can you imagine if I did everything and all the edges were split? Yeah, Michael's paper does that. And I'm almost afraid their white does that. Jeff just bought me it yesterday, 3 of them. I'm curious if it does the same thing, because their other paper doesn't do it. Their 65-pound paper don't do it. This is the same paper as this. So, we'll see. I don't think this paper does that. No. Yeah. See? It doesn't split, but their paper that you use for, because this is the same paper as the paper that you use for the hot buy paper, that's the Recollections paper packs, the cheapy ones, they're only one-sided. That paper splits like crazy, and when you score it and then fold it, sometimes it just breaks right off. So that's scary when that happens. All right, so let's make our pocket pages. Now I need this. So are we even? Even? Yep. Okay. All right. So why don't I just start on an end that I can work with. So there is my pockets. Now, Tracy, you were asking, hi, Darlene. Any way to turn up your volume? Turn up my volume? You're having a hard time hearing me? Let me have a look, darling. I'll see what I can do here. Nope, my volume is maxed. Okay, so Tracy, I'm sorry, darling. Now, see, this is a pocket. So this side here is going to be the pocket side. This part here will get attached. You open it, you will attach it like so, and now you have an invisible look. See, it will attach in here. Well, it will attach when it's all glued. I can't get it to stay without glue. But that's how these pages work. And that here. I might have to trim some of these right down a little bit. But anyway, that's how this goes. So there's your hidden spine. And you have a nice, beautiful pocket here. That'll be pretty. I've made albums like this before. So, all right. So there's page 1. Oops. This way. And this way. It's just to get them nice and perfect. Second page, and see this little piece showing right there where I've seamed it. The paper will cover this now, and it's going to be so much easier for me to put these pages into the book, because I got to finish this. I get to finish this side, and then I just stick it in the book, and then you're not wasting a whole lot of score tape taping the whole back and gluing it down and putting it on crooked to boot, like I like to do. That I do quite often. So, yeah. To me, this is the way to go, even though you have to make extra work and have pockets in there. I mean, what does it take to make beautiful pockets? I could put dividers in it. So, yeah. It's going to be gorgeous. I'll try to talk a little bit louder, Darlene, so you can hear me, hon. I'm really sorry. This is going to have some real fancy stuff in it. Pretty stuff. I'm going to be making a lot of plastic envelopes, the clear plastic envelopes. Not a lot, a few. They'll be incorporated in here. For sure. The only 2 pages I have to glue down will be... Yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. The only 2 pages I'll have to glue down is page 1 and page 16. Hi, created by Tina and Adams. Thank you. It might be just her volume. Sometimes mine's like that. It could even be YouTube. Get up there. And the last one. So the last 2 pages will be a little bit bigger than this because they're on the front and the back cover. So you want to make them. I was going to start one with you, but I have my granddaughter who has been sick with a cold. Oh, Mary. You can catch up. You can catch up when I'm offline. There we go. So there's my 7 pages. I love the fact, and I love the quality of this paper. It's really nice and smooth. So these are gorgeous. Now my actual, I need 2 more pieces of black for my actual pages. So these 2 pieces can be cut to 10 3/4 by 10 3/4 for the inside covers, because it is 11 by 11. So we can cut this 10 3/4. We don't even really need this, to be honest with you. Actually, we don't, because I'll be cutting, I already covered those covers, so why waste this? I'm going to use designer paper anyway, so just stop. Don't do that. Don't waste your paper. You really don't need to put another sheet on there of black, because I've already finished off in here. So all I need is a nice pretty design paper to go on here and one to go in here. So that one there is not pushed down. At least I don't think it is. There we go. Yeah, I might have to do a little trimming off a little bit further down, but that's quite fine. So that's pretty cool, right? Hey, yeah, it's a bummer. And if for those of you that come in late, I just made this box today. So this is the box that's going to house this beautiful album when it's all done. And of course it's a drop lid, and it's going to have the plastic up here to protect it. So there's a nice big 7-inch box. I love it. I really love it. All right. Perfect. Now, we'll finish that box later. So what we could do is work on this front a little bit. Flatten it out a little. Put my pages up there. So we were going to work on putting some pretty paper on the front. So I'm going to cut this to 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. My God, this is so beautiful. Beautiful. All right. You know what? I think I'm just going to cut it to 10 7/8. I don't want a big, huge border. And I want to figure out what I'm using for a closure. So let's cut this to 10 7/8. Nice and straight, please. By 10 7/8. Why is that going like that? 10 7/8. And then this piece here will be 10 7/8. By 5 7/8. Oh, perfect. There is no 5 7/8. I'm going to have to just guess. I just want skinny borders, so that's going to go into a bin with leftovers. And I'm saving these pieces, and I'll show you why. Because I can use those. Alright. So let's see if that's going to fit in here good. Oh, perfect. Maybe have to trim a teeny tiny, I don't know. Yeah, just a teeny tiny bit. Because I don't want it to fit close to the, and that's the only border I want on that. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm going to take a sliver off of this. And I'll use this because usually this works pretty good for that. I just don't want it, it's too close to the where the album bends. So we'll just take a little thin piece off. And I'm good with that. Now let's check it. Let's see how that's going to fit now. Okay, that's much better. Way better. Way, way better. And then that's going to fit good. Okay, so I need to decide what I'm using for closure. And that's definitely going to fit good. Look at how pretty. Now, I've got these closures. I've got this closure where you can use an elasticy lace and clip it on here. No, because this has to go in the box. I think I'm going to be using this on here. Yep. But it does make it very bulky on the other side. It's the only thing I don't like. Or I could use another Tim Holtz. Silver, no, the gold one. To tie on there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this because it stays nice and flat. That's the matching one to that. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do that after we glue this down. So I'm wondering, oh my god, this is so pretty, if I should use brown or black. I think I'm going to use black ink. The black He has been doing that a lot lately. He's going to get a real punch in the head. Alright, so let's trade off our inks. Trade off this. Trade off this for these ones. Black and black. Okay. And then I'll just put these ones away in here so they don't get all dried out. I only have the two distressing inks. I believe that's all I need. So I don't want to get any black on me though. I don't want to get it on my paper. And I probably need some ink in there, right? Do I have the black set refill? I don't remember. I should. Sure do. I don't know. I haven't used this for a long time, so I just want to make sure it's got lots of color in it. Looks gray. Is this even black? Maybe it sat too long. Hey, Martha. There we go. Now we got the bowl moving to mix this. So let's re-ink this. All right. Let's ink up our edges. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be pretty. All right, good enough. Now, wipe this off so I don't get this on my page. Because that does take a bit to dry, that ink. Unfortunately, for me, it does. So, I'm going to score tape this all the way around. This is a front cover, so you're going to have weight and everything on here. You want to put score tape on this page for sure. Now, burnish this right down. Which way does this go? It goes this way. Okay. that way. Wow, Martha, good job. I wish I could sleep for 10 hours. I can't even sleep for 5 straight hours. I need to take sleeping pills, and lots of them at one night. See if I could sleep through the whole night without any kind of disturbances. Okay, so I'm going to start with this end here. Can you not do that? Now I'm also going to use extra tape. So I guess it won't work with the lid on it. Now, where's my... Okay, that's the right side. All right. So I'll just put this over here for now. There's a drawer. And I need a glue stick. So I'm just going to carefully rub just so I have room to move, some movement, because I want to get this on exactly the way I intended it to be. So this is going to help me to move it. So I dull some of this tape. All right. Okay. Darling. Darling. Just darling. Edges are very important. Okay. Beautiful. this piece of paper. I just don't want to get glue on anything else. Miku's swearing. Okay. This way. Up a bit. Oh, there we go. Line it with that. Okay, just gonna flip this around because it's easier, and I don't need this because I don't care if I get glue on this thing. Oh, whoopsies. Sorry. I would never use this as your permanent adhesive. You need to use your real, I don't trust this stuff. But, you know. I'm shedding. There's a hair. Get off people's work. Get off. Okay. Glue. Now, I've got the book upside down, so this needs to go upside down like that. That is perfect. All right, let's put our glue away. Our cap back on and get rid of this because I don't use this very often. But when there's big pages like this, yeah, that's a lot of score tape. Now seal all of this down. Especially these edges. I'm going to use a knife. I see a little piece of score tape sticking out here and I want to trim it off. Get it off. Good enough. Yes, I'm being meticulous. Okay. Now, you know we're putting this on. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to pull this out. Miku, shut up! And this has to go right dead center in here. So, how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. This is 11. So, where's my 11? Right here. So this is 11. This is 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 2 inches down. 2 inches. Where's my ruler? Right here. So I'm going to come down about 2 inches. Here. 2 inches there. 2 inches there. Now, how wide is this? So we're going to go in 3 and in 3. That will get it centered. So 3 inches, roughly there, and 3 inches there. So can I see my pencil marks? Barely. Let me see. If I was to glue this down, where are you? Okay, that would be completely centered. And that's what I want. Nice. Now, over here, 11, so 5.5. This is a 6-inch ruler, so 5.5 is the center. So measure that, make sure it's correct. I could probably move over a little tiny squirt. And that's where I'll put the hole for the, and I'm going to use this small hole, the 1/8. Whew, that's a lot of thickness to go through. And this can come up in here. That's the perfect size, is 1/8. Last time I cut, I did the 1/16 and I found the hole to be too big. So there's our attachment. What could I use for a screwdriver? This. Yep, I could. Just use that. Tighten it. As tight could be. There we go. Alright, so I got a few things to do to this. And this. But I need a little break. I gotta get up. And I'm gonna go punch my bird in the head. Oh, I'm kidding. Maybe I'll go tomorrow and get out there early. Oh, rummaging. I want to make sure this is going to slide in. So this has to go on a piece of black cardstock in here. So it fits perfectly. And it sticks out a bit here because when I go around this with the flowers, I'm going to put a flower on top that you just pull out and it'll pull out of here. And then we'll put a piece of plastic on here. Then I'm not going to really decorate it. I just want to get these things situated in here. Then I'm going to start working on my pages. So for now, I want to get the hard part all done. Yeah, so did you see what I did, Martha? Look. These kinds of pages. Look, Martha. I made pocket pages. Look at Martha. Mark it. Oh, there we go. That fitted on there perfectly. I made pocket pages. And that's how they go. And then I'm going to hide all that crap in there. Yes. I really like these closures. Oh, you know what else I want? Is the corners. Where are my corners? I forget where I put them. So I think because there's gold, I'll be using a lot of gold. So we're going to use gold corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get these glued in before I take my break. That way I can let them dry for a little bit. Okay, so, nope, this needs to be opened. Huh, what tool can I use? I don't know, what tool can you use? Stupid thing does. This open it? No. I don't want it to rip. Where's those pliers? Over here. There we go. Is that gonna fit in there now without snagging on the friggin' paper? Nope. How about now? Oh my gosh, I love this finishing touch on these corners. I really do. All right. Use some glue in there. Maybe if it wants to come out. Left the plug off it too long. There we go. There we go. Don't think I needed that much glue, but anyway. Wipe that glue off. Beautiful. Need to open this a bit. This a bit. Perfect. Okay. What the frick happened to that one? It went underneath the paper there. Oh my god. And I don't think I could get it off right now, can I? Yep, I can. Dumb thing. I need to make this bigger so it doesn't do that again. Okay. It went underneath the paper. Push these. I want to squish this a little bit so it stays. There we go. It's got a little bit of glue on it. I want it off right now. Yep, there we go. That's better. Let's make this a bit bigger. No, you're not going to go underneath that paper. You're going to go over top, and that one went underneath. That one's good. Why are these giving me such a frickin' hard time? Like this chipboard didn't get thicker, did it? There we go. Perfect. Me too. Wow, that bird is bad. There. Glue on my finger. There we go. And that's the back. Yep, that's the front. Let those corners dry now. Beautiful. Okay. Clean this pin off. It's all dried. Glue on it. And I want to wash my hands. Again, and again, and again. Alright, let's let this dry and I'll be back. Beautiful. Good enough. Mwah! He's giving kisses now. exactly. What is the point of why are there lots of rows? Why can't you put one at the back? Yeah. Why can't you put a mailbox in the tree? Exactly. That's kind of funny, Joe. No, you leave her alone. Yes, that is for my live show tomorrow. The broccoli. I'm making rotini bake with sausages. Yep. That's for my cooking show tomorrow. That's right. I'm having a cooking show tomorrow. I'm making stuff called rotini bake, and I'm going to teach you guys how to make it. I love rotini bake. Haven't had it in years, so why not? Okay, so I need to determine how big of a piece of cardstock I need. Here, Black, where are you? I'm going to have to start putting some on the table here because I can barely reach it over where I got it. All right. So, this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to get a piece of score tape ready just to kind of stick it down where I need it. So when this piece slides out, this will be centered. And I mean absolutely centered. And that is not centered. That's not centered. Does that look centered, guys? Look good? It's called rotini bake, Martha. I'm making rotini bake. So that is where this has to go on this piece of paper. And no, we're not cutting it off. We will cut it off there. And I'm going to just use scissors. So yeah. So I'm kind of going to do this. Make like a little tab. I want this to kind of be hidden behind flowers. I really don't think I need it that big. So make it a bit smaller. So when that's in there, there'll be some flowers here and a flower here. I can actually still make that a little bit smaller in this area. Because I'm not putting that many flowers on it. There. And then this will have a flower that you just pull out. Yes. Okay. So that's good. Now we need to probably lift this off. Oh no, I don't want to lift it off. I'm just going to glue it down. Because if I lift it off, it's not going to be centered anymore. what we want. Something on this. Okay. Now, let's glue this baby shut. Okay. Now, I probably should have, hang on, fix that. I gotta put the plastic in first. So let me grab a piece of plastic. So I'm gonna cut it about here and here. I can see those. Keep this piece of plastic, and that one can go in the garbage. Quarter-inch score tape all the way around this. Now, oh, crap. I don't want the score tape showing. How did I cut this so small? Oh, that's too small, or my score tape's gonna show. So I'm just gonna move it up there and move it up there. And then I'm just gonna wipe that off right there. Dang it. I don't think I can, no. That's gonna be seeable. Oh. Let me see. Is it going to be seeable? Very little. Okay. Whew. That was good. It's a little bit seeable right there. I'm going to see if I can clean that off so I don't have to look at that and be embarrassed. I got it, George. By George, I got it. Okay. Now, there's sticky stuff all over this. Why? Must have been on my desk. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna just clean this up. I'm not having any luck today, am I? There we go. Now I can glue this down. And it's not going to touch the plastic. Very good. It's snug, like very snug. All right, let's trim a little wee bit more off here. Going to cut these corners off because that's what's going to keep snagging on me. There. Beautiful. And I want to keep this tissue paper because I'm going to use it for something in one of my project pages here. All right. That is so pretty. Oh. Just make sure this comes back out. There'll be a flower on that, and then I'm just going to cover this around with flowers, but I don't want to cover up the fancy paper I'm putting on here. So, what paper was I going to use? I didn't even decide. Let's take something out of this pack here. That I want to go around it. I think I'm going to take the mint green one. Where is it? Right. Is it that one? No, this one. Yes. One of these pages.
Pepperoni crackers.
All right. So let's make Jeff, can you grab pumpkin puree? A can of pumpkin puree, please. He's going to the store and the dog got locked back up and she's not happy. She's not a happy girl. piece. And that. This paper's so thick. Okie doke. Let me have a 4C. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to use this here for a template. You peckerhead. You just had to move, right? Of course you did. Put some lid on this. Trying to cut it a wee bit bigger so I have a little border around it. It's not going to be the straightest, but hey, it's handmade. Well, wish me luck. Could probably use a little more cleaning up right here. There. How does that look? Pretty darn good, eh? I love it. So that's I'm gonna keep that for a template. I've got extra paper. I should keep that for a template too. But all right, let's ink this up very carefully. glue. Do not want to overdo it with the glue to get it on the plastic. So oops. Okay. No. No. Perfect. Yay! I may have to trim this up a little bit more. We shall see. I know for sure I'm not going to like that. Get rid of those. Okay. Oh, hang on. I want to glue it down now because it's all marked. And the only thing I'm gluing down is this part here. Actually, no, I'm going to score tape it. Score taping it will make it much more stronger than glue. The score tape is strong. Just use the other runner tape, wet glue. I'm getting the knack of this thing. I see people using these all the time for gluing their actual pages with, and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Don't use that. Your pages are going to fall out after a year. If they last a year. I made gift tag holders, or gift card holders for my kids our first year here when I started doing paper crafting. And all of them, I had them all standing up in the tree with all of their special gift. And every single one of them fell apart, and I used that runner tape. Yeah, they were all sitting, all their gift cards, everything fell out of all of those gift card holders I made. But I didn't know much about paper crafting back then either. So I thought that was the bomb, using a tape runner. Huh. That was just dumbness.
Hey, do you like veggie bites?
Yeah.
You?
Yep.
You prefer something else though?
Hang on, guys. So, can you guys see? Look at how pretty is that? I think this is going to be too long, because I'm just putting flowers just to camouflage this. I don't want to cover this up, and I don't want to hide much of this paper. So I will be probably cutting this down somewhat. Now I can't get it back in because of that knob. Ooh. I still think it's too big. Yeah, I don't want to struggle with this like that. Just to get that in and out. You should not have to struggle to get things in. There we go. Now we're talking business. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, this is too big. But you know what? I can fix it anytime. Once I lay down the flowers, then I'll trim all around it. But I want to completely camouflage it, so that's all I'm doing today. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so gorgeous. Inside. Oh my God, look at how big. We're going to have some major big pages here, guys. Major big. I'm even thinking of doing a little bit of gold foiling. Yes. I'm going to put some gold foil on this. Just because I think it's going to look super beautiful. So let me grab my gold foiling. My sheets here that I have already started. Like this one. Ooh, I'll use up this one too. Because I like the one that's just got little pieces here and there. Like this one. Okay. I need to buy some smaller glue sticks because these ones are pretty big. Let me see here. Not taking enough gold off. There we go. I like that. Get it blotchy looking. Now we're talking. That's what we want. And maybe a streak here. Some there. Little here. I need a little bit up there too. Yeah, right like that. That piece. Perfect. Oh. Maybe that one will work right there. Yes. These little bits work perfectly. Cut that in half. I want on this side here, and I want that there. So we'll just rip off what we can here. Wow, this just makes it look really wickedy cool. There. I should put some right there too. I don't want anything that's going to be perfectly like straight line. I want it to be just all wonkety and wonkety like that, you know? Ooh. I love it. This is fun. So, can you see all the foiling I done just to bring out the gold in all of this album, because that's what I'll be using with the black. Prima rub-on foils. Oh, do they make mess like this though? Oh, I love it. I really do. Just love that. Oh, that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to overpower it because I'm going to put the flowers here. So that's why I didn't put any here. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for today. You guys like what I've done so far? Everyone? What do you think? This is going to be a pretty album. I need that tissue paper for a project I'm doing on here. And I just leave these here in this little paper to dry. So, oh, thanks guys. Yeah, I love this album. I love the cover on this. This is gorgeous. So, I'm going to keep it in its box overnight. Let's have a look, see how it's going to look in its beautiful little box with pretend plastic. Wow. Wish I could pile something here that was tall enough, 6 inches high. Maybe this book is probably 6 inches, yeah. A little bigger. Anyway, it's a little higher than 6 inches. I can't use that. Damn. These. them on there. Good enough. There we go. So let's see how it's going to look with the window, if it's going to be centered. Yes, because there will be flowers all around here. Deco art foil, yeah, that's what I'm using, this stuff right here. I like this because I can get all that. I don't want anything straight edged. So, yeah. What do you think so far? Cool, eh? In a box. Awesome. I think I'm going to have fun with this project, like I did with my pink Christmas and my blue winter wonderland Christmas. So, all right, guys, I'm off here for now. I've been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes, so that's long enough. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow. Be safe, everyone. Have a great day.